Okay, forearm on the throat. Because I have something that's much smaller than me, I'm going to be a lot more gentle with my approach to it until I'm quite comfortable. He can support my weight, and maybe we'll do it at the end of the video. But I'm going to put my forearm across his chest because I'm going to spend a little bit of time there talking. But this would be a forearm on the throat attack. Probably because my hands are on the inside and he's holding onto my head. And I wiggle my arm in and I just put my forearm there, either so I could sit up and punch or create some space. Okay, so if you feel that forearm come across your throat, we don't necessarily want to let go, but we need to protect our neck. So having your neck strong is going to help out a lot, but a lot of it is with the hips. Thomas lifting his hips will support my weight. Okay, so if he's here, I work this arm in and I stack up. He's got a hand on my elbow, a hand on my shoulder to help support a little bit of that weight, but really it's more to guide me because his hips are pushing me up and then he's going to put me beside him. So again, go ahead and go for it. Boom. Now that I'm beside, he grabs my armpit with his back hand and his back leg is across my back. He's going to bring his shoulder down and his knee down and go to his elbow or his hand. Good. And extend that left leg at the same time. Good. So let's rewind. We're going to do this one a couple times. There's a good little drill here. Shoulder and knee is going to be what's holding on to Thomas on my back, as well as this hand. I want you just to swing underneath me.
Swing?
Yeah, you can get this hand or elbow on the floor. So put that elbow underneath you, like right here, right there. Here you go. And now swing. Kick this leg and swing. Oh, open your guard. Sorry. Open your guard.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, watch this. He used to do this as a little kid. Come here. All right. You drag the arm, you come up, my hands on the floor, my legs up, keep your base a little bit wider because I'm going to tip you over here, and you're like, wee. I've shown him so many things, he's forgotten them. This is a good way to develop the connection of the knee on the back. For me to him, it's not as ideal because my knee digs into his back, so for a bigger person, it's a little bit more uncomfortable. But let's try it from here. Go ahead. Boom. Grab. Get that hand or elbow to the floor and swing a little bit. Yep, there, come back. Don't worry about closing that guard. That's going to kill it. Okay, keep that hand on the floor the whole time. Or that elbow. And swing, yeah, and swing, and swing. Yes, and swing, and swing. Let's do it. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more all the way up. Okay, so this idea of swinging is a good way to develop the connection points. I do it with all the kids when they're little, but then once they get the hang of it, then we kind of stop doing it. Maybe we need to revisit it a little bit more. But it's a good drill to develop shoulder pressure, hip and knee pressure, developing that connection in your partner. Next, once you're on the back, hands go into the armpits. So that's a little too deep. Thumbs in the armpits. And kick your feet back one at a time. Yes, and yes, yes, yes. And that's going to spread my legs and collapse. Then he lifts my head up. Hand comes underneath. And he's looking for his Natalio. Good. So a few things that we're going to have a little bit of challenges with here. Of course, developing the connection with the swing, it's always a tricky part to get to the back. Once the kids got better at the swing, we started working on having a good strong side kick. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Yes, because it's something that we really put attention onto is using this leg to climb over the back. So if you watch Thomas here again, watch for the leg on my back. Oh, for it. He extends that leg, and that really rockets him over. So that's going to be a really good detail to be focusing on. The swing is a fun thing to do with the kids and develop connection, but the kick to the back is what's going to get you behind. So that's going to be a really, really important detail. Extend that leg. As it comes around, your toes will point down. And that will help pull you onto the back. So as much as your hand is there to help you out, your leg is what's really getting you onto the back. Sneaky little black belt tip detail here. This leg is kind of already in as a hook. So when his leg comes around my back, he's actually going to kick my knee out ever so slightly. It's just going to widen my base, which is going to slow me down. So if we go back to the beginning here. Whoa, okay, go ahead. There's that initial kick. Then his other foot comes in. Okay, so we're going to show this angle. Hands are, no, that's great. Where you were is perfect. Oh, let's go back. Thumbs or hands in the armpits. Okay, and watch, he's gonna kick one leg back and open my legs, and then the other leg, and then the other leg, and then yeah. And meanwhile, he's pushing forward to collapse me. Okay, let's get out of there. What he's trying to do is keep these thumbs into the armpits and kick one leg back. So usually what I'll do is I'll push with my left thumb, kick my right leg back. Push with my right thumb, kick my left leg back. And I'm trying to line the outside of my knee to the inside of my opponent's knee. The closer I can get my outside of my knees to the inside of my opponent's knees, the more I'm gonna widen that base. So we're looking for not flattening them forward so much. This doesn't happen. It's more, they come out and then down. So it's not a lurching motion. It's more, they call it spread the chicken in Brazil. It's because they spread in the legs. They're opening up the chicken. So let's see that part again for Thomas. You already got the back. Hooks are in, thumbs are in. Biggest challenge, people tend to be too high too. So yeah, don't do that. Keep your hands in my armpits and let's go. Push with this hand and kick with your right leg. And then left, yeah, and keep that tension the whole time. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Then lift the head, hand comes in, and going for your choke. Squeeze. There you go. Okay. This move can put a little bit of pressure on your lower back, so be careful. Talk to your partner and say, oh, you could go a little bit more. No, that's too much. So watch out for it, especially if you're not used to it and you don't know what muscles to contract. It might become very unpleasant or uncomfortable. For the submissions that are done within this whole series here, these submissions are going to get addressed in their own separate video because there's so much going on in this way to protect yourself and get to the back that I don't want to like bore you guys with all the details of that and the choke too. So any of those arm bars and chokes and omoplatas and pull things that you'll see in this video, they're all going to have separate videos with a very detailed breakdown of how to do them. So right here we're focusing on how to defend ourselves from the back against the forearm on the throat, climb to someone's back, finish the choke. Big things to remember is the hooks and how to spread them out. That's going to help you out a lot. Okay? Have fun, guys.